Killing Fluttershy by Mockingbird. She's beautiful, she's kind, she's a philanthropist who spends her days helping animals in need. Professional models envy her face and figure. Her boyfriend is a literal god of evil. It's no wonder some ponies want her dead. Ponyville's kindest and most beautiful pony walked along a row of birdhouses, checking on each one with each tiny home's occupant. She exchanged chirps and twitters of delightful song.
I hate her,
said a little pink filly watching from the bushes.
Really?
Whispered a little grey filly hiding in the next bush over.
I hate her too.
Fluttershy, the pony conversing with birds, next trotted across the grass to a family of raccoons to whom she gave 3 small fishes from a bucket.
Why do you hate her?
The grey filly asked.
Stupid ponies with bad taste think that mare is prettier than us.
The pink filly said.
But of course she's not. I don't think that mare even knows how to put on makeup properly. And you know what else?
The pink filly said.
She spends her days playing with animals. What could be more useless? Nature is full of animals. You could spend all your days and nights doing things for wildlife and it would hardly make a difference. Who cares about stupid animals? True.
The grey agreed.
That mare spends so much time with animals, she probably has fleas. I'm sure she has fleas.
The pink filly sneered.
And if all of Ponyville gets bubonic plague from her stupid fleas, it's her fault. That mare is a public health hazard. And you know another thing about her. Whatever it is, I'm sure it must be something bad. That horrible Pegasus doesn't just waste all her time on stupid animals. She's wasting a lot of money on them too.
With one hoof, the pink filly angrily scuffed the grass. The grey filly nodded.
If you try to help all the animals in the world, you could end up spending all the money in the world too. Every pony will end up poor. She's going to crash all the banks in Equestria if ponies let her.
A mouse stood on its hind legs to ask Fluttershy a question in its native tongue. Fluttershy lifted the mouse with one forehoof to place the rodent upon her mane.
Yuck!
The grey filly grumbled.
And you know what else?
The pink filly said.
I hear she's a drug dealer. That's the only way she can afford to spend her days playing with animals and never go to a real job. She probably does sell drugs to all the riffraff and to any foal who's foolish enough to listen to her.
The grey agreed.
But you know what I hate about her most of all?
The pink filly grumbled.
She's stealing my inheritance. She is? There was a mix-up at the IVF clinic and later they did a DNA test and it turns out that she's my big sister. I can't stand a big sister who some ponies think is prettier than I am. Of course, some ponies have no taste. Some ponies are stupid.
The grey agreed.
So, she's your big sister too? What do you mean, mine too? It was a really bad mix-up at the clinic.
The grey snarled.
She's my big sister too, so she's stealing my inheritance as well. No way, how can one disgusting, nasty, dirty, rodent-hoarding Pegasus mare be so mean? How is that even possible? Big sister to both of us? When an IVF clinic uses magic,
the grey said fixedly,
the opportunity for mistakes becomes bigger than ever, so that stupid mare has at least 6 parents. I guess. My parents, your parents, and the family of Pegasi in Cloudsdale who ought to be very angry about her. But I hear they aren't even suing for medical malpractice. That horrible mare is a real cuckoo's egg. If I could...
The pink filly mused.
I think I'd kill her. Really?
The grey smiled in a tiny secretive smile.
Not that I'd tell on you, because I would not tell on you. Not ever, not in a million years. If you killed that mare, I'm sure a lot of ponies would be grateful. They'd probably want to have a parade for you. Except, of course, they couldn't let anyone know you've done it. They wouldn't want to get you in trouble. That ugly mare tricks other ponies into thinking she's prettier than we are.
the pink complained.
And she hooks foals on drugs even though she doesn't need the money. She tries to get every foal in town hooked on drugs.
The grey agreed.
And she steals our family's money to turn Equestria into a nest of plague and to poison every pony.
The grey said triumphantly.
I wish she would die.
Overhead, a team of 2 Pegasi pulled a magical floating cart towards their hated mayor's cottage. A Pegasus stallion, orange with a blue mane and tail, held a clipboard between his teeth. "This is the address," he confirmed. "Just one package for a Fluttershy." A grey-coated Pegasus mare tapped the cart's hold. "Oh, I bet it's this one." Something tipped out of the cart and plummeted groundwards. "No!" the stallion shouted, diving after the object. Every pony heard a horrifying, liquid squelching sound where the butty yellow, animal-loving Pegasus mare had stood, now rested an extra large anvil with the address tag still on it. Beneath the anvil was a flattened mess of yellow and pink, a former pony. The only consolation was, at least when the anvil had first struck Fluttershy upon her head, she'd been knocked out instantly, too quickly to suffer any pain. "Oh no!" the grey Pegasus lamented high above. "Why does this keep happening to me? I'm going to get fired again!" "I don't think the standard parcel delivery insurance covers this," the stallion mourned. "I don't know how we could possibly fix this problem. I don't see how any pony could. I mean, this is really, really, really bad." Meanwhile, on the ground, the 2 fillies competed to see who could best express her revulsion.
Ew!
The pink filly whispered.
I could vomit. I think I'm really going to. How dare that yellow mare do something so disgusting as die right in front of us?
The grey filly complained.
The least she could have done was at least wait until we'd gone. I agree, that mare is the worst. The absolute worst. She steals our inheritances. She pretends to be nice to animals so ponies will like her. She cooks crystal sombra meth in her little hut to poison children. She was going to destroy us all. But I guess some ponies might feel a little sorry for her when they find out she died. At least she did something right. For once in her life.
The grey agreed.
I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Platinum Spoon. And I'm Emerald Ruby Tourmaline Corona Rich of the Manhattan Canterlot Ponyville Riches. My parents say nice things about the Riches.
The grey pony remarked.
Any pony named Platinum Spoon must be a pony worth knowing,
Corona said cheerfully.
So, now that our mutual enemy has met her deserved fate, would you like to go to Sugar Cube Corner? They have good malts there. Sounds delightful. Putting other mares in their proper place is thirsty work. Let's do it.
The 2 fillies walked away together. High above, the Pegasus stallion whispered to the mare, "Let's just sneak away and hope no pony saw us, and agree never to speak of this day ever again." Outside Fluttershy's cottage, a questionably assembled mixture of mismatched animal parts, but mostly dragon and pony pieces, smiled ingratiatingly. "Don't worry," said the Draconicus. I can fix this. A little purple alicorn screamed at him. How can you possibly fix this? Some pony killed her! With a liquid splorching sound not unlike the anvil's prior effect, except in reverse, a pancake-shaped, horrific mess pulled inwards, clumping together and rising to form a pony. The butty yellow, pink-maned Pegasus rubbed her forehead with one wingtip. I have the worst headache, she remarked. The purple alicorn glared at the Draconicus, whose name was, as usual, Discord. Don't you dare think your little fix makes everything okay. I know you were behind this somehow. Discord rubbed his clawed forepaws together. Twilight Sparkle, why would you think I would ever let harm come to my beloved Fluttershy, if I could possibly avoid it? Because you're just that evil, just that sick and twisted, because there is something seriously wrong with you. Princess Celestia should have made certain that you would stay a statue forever, that you'd never escape and wreak havoc upon ponies ever again. Now, Fluttershy said softly, let's just all try to get along. Discord isn't so bad as you think. Twilight gave him a nasty look. Twilight, Fluttershy said, I know you care about me very much, but I think Discord and I need to have a little time alone now. I need to have a word with him. You should have a word with him. A lot of words. I hope he listens to you, at least. That absolute beast. Twilight turned and walked away huffily. When Twilight was gone, Fluttershy went into her cottage, where she checked her reflection in the mirror. I thought so, she said. You naughty, wicked Draconicus. Behind her, the Draconicus tried to look innocent. You bad boy, I see what you did. Whatever could you possibly mean? He replied. I brush my mane and tail every morning in front of this mirror. Yesterday, I had a grey hair here, and another one here, and a third one over there, and now... The Draconicus shrugged. Putting a pony back together after an anvil falls on her and instantly utterly squashes her? It's hard to get everything exactly right. Mr. Discord, I also had a tiny wrinkle here, but now it's gone too. Like I said, it's hard to... You arranged my accident on purpose. You wanted an excuse to have to bring me back to life. To bring me back, but younger, with one pure wrinkle, a few less grey hairs. She sighed, a soft little sound of her disappointment. You wanted to change me. But Fluttershy, you're always perfectly beautiful. I could never improve you if I tried. You are always flawless. You have always been flawless, and you shall always be flawless. Fluttershy snorted. So you say, but you're afraid of my getting old and dying in time. Discord frowned. I can't stand to think of you leaving me, my dear. Of your being forced to leave me, whether you want to or not. Of losing you. Yes, there is one thing in this world I fear more than all others, and that is the day death takes you from me, the day death steals you from your friends, from every creature who loves you. Death is natural, Discord. It happens to every pony. The Draconicus scowled. But not to Celestia, nor to Luna, nor to that candy floss Princess Mia Morcadenza, not to that pretty little birch Twilight Sparkle, not, so far as we know, to her squalling brat of a niece Flurry Heart. Not, Discord continued, to the evil-hearted Turek, not to King Sombra. He's been plaguing the world on and off for well over 1,000 years. No number of anvils or alicorns can keep him dead for long. Not to Queen Chrysalis, so far as I can tell. She's been knocking about for centuries. Not to a whole host of villains and monsters. Discord clenched his taloned fists. What makes any of those creatures better than you? What makes them even the slightest bit worthy of a gift that you are denied? For a moment his lips worked silently with anguish. How can I deny you any gift, any blessing, any boon that is within my power to grant? If Equestria, if any creature within it, if even your littlest and most gentle-hearted animal friends have any goodness at all, then surely they deserve the blessing of a Fluttershy among us. How can we take that kindness away from them?
That decision is not yours to make, Fluttershy scolded.
But how can you do this to me? Discord wailed. I have given up trying to conquer the world. I have sworn off tormenting ponies for my amusement. I have changed so much. But this one thing my heart yearns for, this one thing which is kind and good, not evil, he sobbed. Fluttershy spread one wing and wrapped it partway around Discord's back.
Oh dear, she shook her head. This is very difficult for you, isn't it?
Harder than you know, Fluttershy. Harder than you know.
Pain, loss, death, those hurt every creature, Discord. You're not so unique.
I have lost 1,000,000 creatures in my time. 1,000,000 millions. But you are the only one, the thought of whose loss can hurt me so.
Fluttershy sighed. Dissy, we will talk about this again. Sometime soon.
Of course we will, just as you ask.
And I need you to promise me one thing.
What, my dear?
Until we have that conversation, you must promise not to arrange for me to die again. Not to bring me back to life more useful than before. Not until that day. You must promise me that.
But...
Promise me, Discord. Promise me, or...
In the mirror before them, Discord watched the play of feelings on her face. He watched as she strained to find the proper words, and failed. And failed again. I promise you, he said.
Thank you,
Fluttershy whispered. Her wings stroked his back gently, again and again, as tears trickled down the Draconicus's cheeks. You're the best pony I've ever known, Discord said.
I know you think so,
Fluttershy replied.
She walks with the birds, she feeds the raccoons. Her kindness outshines both the sun and the moon. But envy can whisper in jealous disguise, plotting the fall of the mare with kind eyes. Two little fillies hiding in the grass, grumbling of fleas and money spent too fast. They sneered at her beauty, her kindness, her face, and dreamed of a world where she'd fall out of grace. An anvil falls, the sky comes down, a gasp, a splat, she's crying. of lies, but discord was trembling, afraid of the day when time takes his Fluttershy cruelly away. He begged her to stay. He fought with his fear of wrinkles, of gray hairs, of losing her near. But Fluttershy whispered, both gentle and stern, promise me, discord, this isn't your turn. And anvils fall, but hearts hold strong. Even in chaos, love carries on, though death may whisper and time may pry. Forever's too short for my sweet Fluttershy. He swore on his tears, he swore through the pain, not to trick death for her beauty again. And under her wing, as the stars fill the sky, he promised his love to the best pony
It's the Mystery Pony Fiction channel. Also available as a podcast on Spotify. And Izzy Moonbow is best pony, by the way. Fiction. Bro, hoof, comment, subscribe.